But alright. So it's seeming like it's gonna be bad news on this episode or on this video that was recommended to me by Valskibum, and that is Total Drama is dead for now. Hopefully, it doesn't mean that it's canceled indefinitely, and we're not gonna see season 3 or beyond that. Hopefully not, but we'll see that in this Sham talk that I'm gonna give about.
Press F to pay respects. Press F to pay respects.
F. I'm joking.
Total Drama Island is back, baby.
So Total Drama Island returned for 2 brand new seasons with an all new cast of characters, and it was exactly what you'd expect.
Yes, this was an amazing, like, the first season, which I did react on the channel, and you could check it out in its entirety, like, on my channel if you want to check that out, or if you don't want to and just want to check out like the show in general. It's on Max. But this show was really good. I really liked the characters. Like, they were pretty funny. My favorite character in this one was Z, or Mr. Breakfast Soda. Like, he was actually hilarious, and it really did suck like how they went like throughout like the episodes, and they made him like more dumber, and that's how I won't spoil it, but that's how it went like forward for that character. But then there's other characters out there that were pretty quirky and pretty funny, and I know that the second season's a lot more better than the first season, but I still haven't seen it. So for the people that have already checked out these 2 seasons, let me know which one is your ranking when it comes to the reboot seasons, the first one or the second one. Which one was your best one, and where would you like place them if it was like a little tier list?
Challenges were updated to reflect our modern times, but other than that, Total Drama's comeback was everything fans wanted. More of the same. That's not necessarily a bad thing though, because the formula works. Here's the bad news. If you were looking forward to a 3rd season of the revival, don't get your hopes up. Over on the cartoon subreddit, there was a thread asking about some of the most culturally insensitive moments in modern cartoons.
Culturally
now, when
insensitive.
Total Drama Island is mentioned, one of the show's crew members came forward and started answering fan questions. This crew member has since deleted everything because they revealed things that should have stayed private, but this is the internet. What you say here lasts forever. While I'm keeping their identity anonymous for their own protection, their words are still important and have been reposted elsewhere. Everyone was slowly laid off for the next few months, and the studio is pretty much shuttered. There hasn't been any work since, and Total Drama is effectively dead. There will never be a season 3.
Oh no, dude! I don't want to hear that. Now I get like some studios like they have to lay off some people because obviously there's nothing like to make right now, and it's more to the point that it's like workers block or writers block, where they don't know like where to go, like whether it's like to make another season for this show or actually like just take some time off and actually think about like maybe changing it up with another show or stuff like that. But to hear from the person, one of the writers, saying that, oh yeah, there's never gonna be a season 3, and we have been thinking about making more Total Drama, so sucks for you guys. Like, that's painful to hear.
The IP still exists, and if funding were available, they would absolutely make a season 3, but that's just not happening. The entire industry is going through the worst slump it's ever experienced. I was a 10-year veteran, and I've been working as a legal assistant for the past 9 months. It's bad out there. The head of the studio made it very clear he would hire us all back if he could, but he can't. There's just no demand for animation of that category.
Damn, so it's just the funding? Damn. If there's any YouTube channel that has a whole lot of funding and is able to fund all that money to them, so you can make your own iteration, your own ideas of Total Drama. And let me pan this away because this is actually bright as hell. Is that what it's indicating? That if you have like the money and obviously the willpower to like make it happen, even if you're just a regular channel that talks about this but just has flaunts of cash just lying around, you can make your own version of Total Drama and just like post it whenever you can? Like, dude, that will be amazing. But then again, this is just a little dream. it's almost like you're hoping that someone like Mr. Beast would like buy this and say, you know what, I'm gonna make my own version of the show, and this is for you guys because I've been hearing your comments lately and stuff like that. So I'm gonna give you guys season 3 of Total Drama, and that's how it's gonna go. But no, it's just the whole point that they've been lacking in funds, and it's understandable. Sometimes there's some studios that don't make money, and they have to sadly shut down. There's been some companies of games that they had to like shut down because like they didn't make any money when it came to selling the game. So they either like sold it to another company that obviously ran games and is still floating like amazingly. Like they could buy that studio and they don't have to worry about it. They could just like get a little percentage from it and just live on with it. And that new buyer that bought that studio makes those games and gets the team from there, and then we just move on from there. But I don't know like how the situation is when it comes to this.
Clarified that it's their personal belief we're never getting a season 3. Anything is still possible, it's just really unlikely. As disappointing as that is though, we also have to remember just how well Total Drama has been treated over the years.
Yeah.
More than 100 episodes, an entire spin-off, and a revival of 2 extra seasons. If this does happen to be the end, it had an absolutely mind-blowing run. For now, let's cross our fingers for a miracle of more Total Drama. If not, I hope the talented crew who lost their jobs can find work elsewhere. This is what the animation industry is feeling like.
Yeah, I do agree that the animation industry is a little bit like messed up because obviously there's been the strikes, getting more pay, and then it went to the point where not a lot of people like wanted to like check out any more animation stuff. But then again, hopefully there's a revival of it because one, you have shows like Invincible, like crap, what's another show that has been like kicking off like really well? Arcane, obviously one that is like very secret level, like those kinds of games, iterations, animation, stuff like that. Like there has been a revival of like people really wanting to check that out. Like when it came to like live action stuff, like yes, it's a hit or miss, but when it comes to animation is that type of thing that it has a fine line of whether it's gonna appease someone or it's gonna make someone not want to watch it. But when it came to Total Drama, like anyone was very excited to see like what was next. And one example from this is one that was from a content creator that obviously has not posted the second part, but has gotten a lot of comments saying, where's part 2, where's part 2, where's part 2. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you probably know the channel Blue Studios and what was their whole idea when they started making videos regarding Total Drama. And one of them was their take of what would happen to the Total Drama characters if it was more into the future, and what would their lives be. We saw that in that whole little revival, and then obviously got canceled because obviously Fresh TV and all the legality taking it down, and people ended up finding ways to save the video and post it just anywhere on the internet space. And obviously that's just how it is when it comes to the internet. Whatever gets deleted will eventually get revived again. So obviously this wasn't the end for Blue Studios, and ended up making their own iteration of the reunion again, but now in a sense of like more animation based, and it looks a lot more better. But now it's to the point that they don't know where to go from there, because you don't know if they're going to fight the legality again, or they just didn't want to continue it. And people really wanted it. Like, I saw the comments on there, they're saying, where's part 2? Where's part 2? You promised it, but there's no part 2. Like, please, I really want to see what's going to happen next. Like, that's what animation goes when it comes to like something that people have really enjoyed over the years. Like, I was a fan of this like when I watched this as a kid, and now going to the point where I'm at right now, I still love this. show, because it just had funny moments, and you're just seeing these quirkiness of these characters that have been fleshed out, and you just want to root for them that they win, or if they lose, like you just feel bad for them, like damn, like why? And one of the examples is this Venture Camp, where it has that same mentality and drive like a Total Drama show. But sadly, we're getting the thoughts that we might not see a season 3 anytime soon. But like how Valskibum said, keep your fingers crossed, and hopefully we could get a season 3 green light, or better yet, someone that has a lot of money ends up hiring the writers for Total Drama and making their own version of Total Drama with new characters, with new stuff, getting some ideas from fans, and making just a bunch of seasons, like back to back. Like even if it's not like something that is for television, can be for YouTube, but now it's to the same case that now it's appealing to anyone that has YouTube, or anyone that has this subscription. Like if Digital Circus was able to make it to Netflix, I feel like whoever ends up, wherever the Total Drama IP ends up going, whether if it's still gonna be in the same hands but still grows, or whether it's someone that buys it and makes it into something that's way more free and cheaper for everyone. The possibilities are everywhere. But yeah, I don't know. It all depends where it goes from here. But hopefully it's not dead, and we can continue with season 3 with more content, because this show has just been amazing, and I still have yet to see the season 2 when it comes out, which hopefully is soon. And yeah, that'll be in the channel very soon. Can't wait. Amazing.